If you feel as though you need to establish yourself as a viable home daycare provider, you feel like you're not engaging or increasing that trust factor locally in your community, then stick around because I am going to share why, number one, getting real good at standing out in your community and encouraging moms and dads to trust you is a non negotiable. And I'm also going to share with you how you can start fixing that problem. My name is Christina Rizakos. I'm an early childhood educator by trade. I ran my own childcare center for over 16 years, and now I help other home daycare and childcare center business owners with their marketing needs inside my marketing agency. And one of the things that, as a home daycare provider, or even a larger center, one of the things that you have to get real good at real quickly is making sure that you're not only establishing yourself as a viable service program for someone's child, but that you get to engage with local audiences, potential customers, and really start communication faster. The online space is super busy. There's a lot of things going on, and the faster you can cut through the noise and put your program on the map and really just establish yourself as the authority, the go-to person in childcare, the quicker you're going to increase that trust factor, and then obviously the quicker you're going to fully book your program, start more conversations, book more visits. So how do you do that? Well, if you are leveraging Facebook or Instagram as the only way to advertise or market your home daycare, there's a few things you can do. And these things you should be doing. Number one, you have to stay consistent. Listen, if you are only using Facebook and Instagram as the only way to advertise or market your home daycare because you don't have, the ad spent for, huge Facebook ad campaigns, I get it. You have to make sure that if you don't have the money to invest, that you are investing your time. What that means is showing up every single day, updating these platforms, making sure that you're posting content that attracts and engages, and that really shows where your program, where your business fills in the gap, why it's different from, the home daycare down the street. You have to make sure that the copy is there. You have to make sure that the graphics are high definition, stop the scroll worthy, really being able to speak directly to that mom and dad that is thinking about, childcare, and really just talk directly to them with your posts and obviously with your graphics that you're going to put together. The other thing that you can definitely leverage if you are just posting on Facebook and Instagram is making sure that you have some type of calendar set out. So, every week, once a week you share a review or testimonial, then you share something inspirational. Once a week you may want to go live and really just share about the fun things you've been doing with the kids. You might want to share some wins that kids had throughout the week, right? There's a lot of things you can do to really establish yourself as someone that knows what they're doing and someone that is really trustworthy with kids, right? The other thing you want to be leveraging is all the amazing tactics you have in your possession that do not cost you a thing, right? I mean, yes, Facebook and Instagram should definitely be a part of your marketing strategy, but what about your website? What about making sure that your website is optimized and all the right keywords are there so that when someone local to you searches for home daycare, well, guess what? They land on your website. Making sure that you're always collecting social proof, reviews, testimonials, getting moms and dads on camera and really just sharing about your program and the experience that they've had. And nothing works better than that word of mouth advertisement that a happy client will give you. Another thing you can do is make sure you're always reaching out for referrals, partnerships, really just getting the word out on your program. That is definitely going to increase traffic and get more eyeballs on your business. You have to stay consistent. You have to make sure that every time you're posting, you're thinking of that mom and dad that's looking for daycare and they have questions or concerns. You want to make sure you know where your program fills in the gap. And once you do, you want to make sure that your marketing material really aligns with that. So if you're a vegan daycare, post about it. If you're a Montessori daycare, post about it. If you do Reggio Emilia in your daycare, post about that. If you are a bilingual program, well, obviously you should be posting about that. You really have to commit to showing up consistently, making sure that you are posting once or twice a day, and making sure that you are posting things that matter to the mom and dad that you're trying to attract. Now, once you've done that and you've optimized your website and you have a good presence going on, when it comes to your social media platform, if, families are finding you, you're getting more reach, more engagement. Facebook is automatically going to bump up these posts to more of your followers, more of their friends, right? And that's going to kind of trickle down to you. This is what you want. This is how you get social media to really take your program and throw it out there to in front of the feed, in front of the eyeballs or on the feed of that mom and dad that you're trying to attract. And that's how you start conversations. That's how you get a mom and dad to really trust you faster, right? It's by showing up every day. It's by sharing about your program. It's by going live once a week and really just making sure that a mom and dad can actually see your face and hear your voice, right? They are looking for someone to take care of their child. So we can't hide behind the screen. We can't hide behind a graphic design and hope for the best. You really have to be proactive when it comes to your marketing. You really have to make sure that you're showing up consistently and that you're making these powerful free platforms work for your business and not the other way around. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you are a home daycare provider and you know that you need help with your marketing, but you just don't know where to start or you just don't have time to figure all this out, I am hosting a virtual open house in just a few days, and I'd love to invite you to it. So what this is basically is a little bit of teaching. So I am going to walk you through a little bit about who I am, how I help, and then I'm going to dive deeper into the 3 most common marketing mistakes that I see daycare providers make when marketing online. And then I'm just going to open up the doors to my membership, and I'm just going to show you exactly what that looks like, what my members are experiencing, how they're growing their home daycares organically, and what they get as members. You can ask your questions, and it's going to be really fun. So if you want to RSVP, it's completely free.